Hey up guys, here's my third video in my Chelsea series. I'm just going to quickly go through the transfers. I think that'll be the best way to start the video. And then I'll probably show you the fixtures after the live match against Partizan in the first game, basically in this year's Champions League for us. So first of all, we've got Ben Arthur. I just wanted a better right-sided attacking midfielder. I'm going to use him as either an inside forward or a winger. He's got all the attributes to be a good winger though, or inside forward. Ben Arthur, acceleration, dribbling and creativity. He's going to create a lot of goals for us. So I'm excited to see how he performs for us. Next of all is Matthew Debuchy, or Debuchy. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Last year, our lineup on the right side of defence were very vulnerable to, say, the better teams in the league or in the Champions League for them to exploit us on the right side of defence. And that's, when I've been watching the matches, that's where, majority of their attacks happened against, either Ivanovic or Aspilicueta. But, we replaced Ivanovic with Debuchy, and if you look at his stats in this game, he's unbelievable. So I think the next couple of years for him at Chelsea is going to be good. So hopefully he'll turn into a good buy. Next of all is Leighton Baines, £11.5 million buy from Everton, which I think is an amazing bargain. You're basically getting a world-class player average price, especially these days, £11.5 million for a player is an average price for the Premier League teams. So I'm very happy, 28-year-old, and he's basically replaced Ashley Cole, and I'll get into that in a bit. Lucas Podolski next. Main reason why I've got four main strikers at the team now, in the first team, is I wanted to sort of emulate what Man United are doing with four top strikers. They've got Robin van Persie, Wayne Rooney, Xavier Hernandez, and Danny Welbeck. I think Danny Welbeck's still there anyway. I don't know if he went out on loan or anything. But I thought that's, in a long season, having, four key strikers and you can change your lineup around, you're going to always have someone fresh to replace someone. But I think my main striker is Edison Cavani. He's a great player and he's really come into his own recently. I'm just going to mix and match, I'll quickly go on to my next signing to explain further more. Andy Carroll, for example, target man. I'm going to use him against, say, the bigger defences like, say, a Stoke or Juventus. For example, Juventus or Stoke, where you've just got gigantic defenders, basically bullying your strikers around. Andy Carroll won't let that happen. He's a big lad, a big striker. He's got a great teamwork, work rate, great heading. I'm just going to use him as a target man, and I reckon I'm going to get a lot of good use out of him as maybe impact sub or just starting him against certain teams. A lot of people will be thinking, why did you buy him? But I think he will turn out to be a good signing, to be honest. Next of all is Javi Garcia. Great bargain, a good player. I watched him quite a lot of times for Benfica in the past, and I basically got him as a replacement for Mikel, and I'll explain that further in a bit as well. And probably my favourite buy of this transfer window is Kurt Zouma, a youngster, 18-year-old, and if you look at his stats already, he is a great buy. I'll just show you his attributes now, how he's progressing. Literally, just about every single one of his stats, apart from, I think it's 4, and improved on. Do you know what I mean? I think he's going to be such a great player in the future as a defender. And I'd highly recommend him for value and, the stats he's got already as a youngster. And I'm actually giving him his Champions League debut tonight, in this game. The players I let go, I'll quickly run through these. Victor Moses to Southampton, $5 million. It weren't in my plans, unfortunately. Let Lukaku go to Zenit St. Petersburg on loan, so we can improve there. A good team. Let players like Silvestre Hilario, Jose Benayoun, and Paulo Ferreira go out on free transfers. They were getting older and I just weren't going to use them. Even though Hilario did have a good season last year for us, we were just knocking on a bit. I let go of Ronaldinho for $1 million, even though I got him on a free transfer. He was just basically back up for Oscar last season on the right side of attacking midfield. So got 1 million for him, even though a little bit of good business there maybe. And the Ashley Cole situation. The main reason why I let him go is because he wanted a lot of money on the new contract what I offered him, and he was declining as a footballer. He was going to be 33 in December, and I thought, I seen Leighton Baines transfer listed. He was transfer listed by request, and I just thought, get Leighton Baines, sell Ashley Cole, just get a bit of money for him, and move on. And that's what I did. The fans and the game were very disappointed in me, but I think it will be the right decision, in the long run. Well, I hope it is anyway. Also let Michael Essien go. Very injury prone Michael Essien is, but I really like him as well. I've liked him over the years for Chelsea. He's just very injury prone, and he's injury prone on the game. 10 natural fitness, but I've literally started him, especially in last year's Football Manager. I used to start him in games where he'd come back from fitness and he'd just get injured straight away. And it was very unfortunate. I let Daniel Sturridge go out on loan to Newcastle. They're paying all of his wages plus a nice 50 grand a month coming in. Sold John Obi Mikel. He was wanting £175,000 a week, plus different bonuses and plus like a 25% yearly wage rise. And I just thought he's off his head. That amount of money he doesn't deserve that amount of money per week, or the bonuses he was wanting. So I just thought, I'll get rid of him. I weren't really starting him that often in the game either, but he's a good player, don't get me wrong. He's a good player in real life as well, and a good player on the game. I just didn't think he deserved that amount of money, and I weren't willing to pay that amount. So I sold him for basically nearly 16 million, and I got Xavi Garcia for 4.5, and he's probably not as good of a player as John Obi Mikel, but, I won't be playing Garcia that often either. So he's a nice little backup. And I sold Marco Marin to Reading for 14.25 million. I didn't really want to let him go, and I said that on one of my last videos. I just thought he's either going to be on the bench all the time or the reserves, and I'm not going to use him. And I just don't like it when you've got young talent or just talented players on the bench all the time. You're not really going to use them that often. So I just thought I'll let him go, and Reading coughed up the money, and I hope he does well. So I'm going to go to the game. I'll quickly show you my tactics, what I'm using for the game. Yeah, I've just changed it about a bit. I normally just play a 4-4-2 with, left and right attacking midfielders. But I'm just, I want to give Lampard a game, and I want to give Xavi Garcia a game as well. See how he plays. And I'm also giving Kurt Zouma his Champions League debut, see how he does. And he's alongside the person what's basically going to improve his game, his tutor. So I'm looking forward to see what happens here. And just give other players a break, like Fellaini, Ramirez, Cahill, and players like that. And David Luiz is out, or he's actually suspended. He's had a great season so far. So yeah, let's start the match. And hopefully get 3 points against these guys. I've just got a feeling it's going to be a tricky game, to be honest. Obviously a game I should be winning. I've just got a funny feeling about the game for some reason. Normally when I change my team around too much, which I have done, it backfires, and I don't know why. Control. So yeah, let's grind out a win here and move on. Liverpool at the weekend, I think it's the weekend. I don't know if it's in like a week or two's time. I don't know if there's any international matches going on. But yeah, let's hopefully get a win here. Hazard with a nice little run straight away to... I thought Torres were going to get onto it. And their goalkeeper collected it well. It's in 20 minutes gone. Nothing really happening? I hate it when there's no highlights in a match. We've got a corner, Eden Hazard, Terry goal. Was that an on goal or that Terry goal? It was a Terry goal. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, that's his first goal of the season. Terry's really deadly from corners as well. He scores quite a few goals from corners. Lukaku just scored for Zenit St. Petersburg. Obviously loaned him out. Right. First half gone. 1-0. Nothing impressive really. Don't get complacent out there. Don't know why they'd be confused about that. Should I bring anyone on? Fernando Torres on for Andy Carroll. Let's see what Big Andy does. I wanted to save Torres for Liverpool game. Hazard knocked out a play there. They've got a goal kick. Come on, if our players pick it up. No, they pick it up. Come on, Javi, get it. No, they're on attack. So, of course, he knocks it forward to Cavani. Cavani to Carroll. Can he run at him? Yeah, and he passes to Cavani and he scores. Get in. 2-0. Nice little move there. Wait him on the counter attack. Right. Control. I'm going to go to defensive. You'd be surprised how many goals you can score from having your tactics to defensive. I've managed teams in past on Football Manager and started off with defensive, and we scored quite a few goals. So I'm on about different saves here. I'm not just on about Chelsea, but see, when I used to go on Football Manager a while back, I always were attacking, no matter what team I were. I didn't like the thought of sitting back and letting another team attack you. I was never like the thought of that. I thought that's just going to be defeat. But, as you get older, as you play Football Manager more, you'll realise that the tactics are very key. So a corner down, it didn't work out for us too well. 84 minutes gone. We've got they pick it up, but letting Baines to Hazard to Lampard to Baines. Can he cross it in or something? Nah, he gives it away. Alright, substitution, I reckon. Fellaini up now. I'll keep for Garcia. And Lampard for Ramirez. Debiri with a vital tackle there. And Cavani in. Carroll lays him on. Oh, and he just misses. I thought he was going to score there. Cavani normally scores those sort of goals easily. To Carroll. Debiri. Fellaini. 2-0 victory there. I'm really happy with that. Good little start to our Champions League campaign there. All the players seem to be happy with that. Atletico Madrid beat Zenit. So they're probably my main rivals in this group so far. Beat them 4-2. Right, so I'll quickly show you the Premier League table. Well, I'll show you my fixtures, what I've had. So obviously, you know about the Tottenham game, which we lost 5-1. It was just terrible. That a lot of bad luck in the game. We started off the season well against Reading 2-0. Beat Swansea 3-0. I'll show you the highlights with the Swansea game. I know this is a long video, but I had quite about 2 or 3 people on YouTube I get along with well just said like me to make longer videos, so I thought I'd make a long video here, especially beginning of the season. Normally they are the longest ones because you're talking about everything you've done to improve the squad. Alright, view highlights, goals. This was a good performance by us as well, as I can remember. Hazard to Fellaini. Cavani. Look at that. Lovely little goal there by Cavani. Definitely recommended to anyone. If you start off with one of these teams where you can, afford Cavani. Say if you start off with, any of the top teams around Europe, for example, get him. He's so good. Baines to Fellaini. Oh no, we got tackled. And by the way, I just wondered if anyone has bought or buyed Michu on this game. How he plays, because he's got decent stats on game as well. So Cavani there with his second goal. Oscar, he had a good game against Swansea. And for Cavani again. Oh, that one on goal, in fact, yeah. So there's the goals in that game. Yeah, I'll leave it at that because it's a long video anyway. So yeah, we had 3-1 victory against Blackburn, 1-1 draw against Tottenham, which is obviously a lot better than the 5-1 defeat in the Charity Shield. And we had Fellaini sent off early in the first half. I think it was like the 30th minute. So we had to regroup, change the tactics, and they went ahead literally in the first attack from the free kick Fellaini conceded. So in the second half, I think it was Eden Hazard what scored the goal. Yeah, it were. And obviously 2-0 against Partizan, what you just watched. So I'll show you the Premier League table. Currently third, or basically it's same points as first and fourth QPR. So, it's going to be a tight season, I reckon. But Man United's got a game in hand. And I think if they win this next game they're playing, they'll be on 12 points. So it's going to be a tough season. I think we'll be in the top 3 for sure. My main intention is doing well in the FA Cup and the Champions League and a top 2 finish in the Premier League. Hopefully win the title again. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video, guys. Please leave feedback. It's always appreciated. And take care.